It's Week 8 of the National Football League.
And we'll see this team's versatile running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. We can hardly wait for the start of this one.
And it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And so good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. You know, partner, sometimes teams get off to slow starts, and that's the case for these teams we're going to see here. Both under 500, not critical yet, but you can't wait too long to try and get this thing turned around.
And I know it sounds crazy, Mike, but here we are, and it's only October. There's a long way to go. But this feels like a really important game, and I think that was the sense that both coaches told us all week when we had a chance to meet with them. They said, we're not...
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They put Woods in motion. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Catch made. That's Woods. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now, faking the give. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 11 yards on the pass there, and that will be a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A short game, down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll run here with the rookie. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up. Back to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. That his first touchdown this year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. They'll stay on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. Now this time they'll look to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Now a give up the middle. And he's going to pick up the first down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. They'll begin here on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Receiver in motion, going right. He'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
This pass is caught by Scott. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw complete to Scott. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The visitors' offense ready for their 2nd possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Tight end going in motion here. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll motion a tight end right. Now a run on 1st down. He's got space inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Motion man set right. Throwing right, it's taken in. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Now it is 1st and goal. This one complete right side. And a good job there of hemming him in. They get it to the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he will score. Touchdown.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. His kick is good. And the visitors will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They put Woods in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Catch made. That's Woods. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's a run going left. Room to run past midfield. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. They put Woods in motion. They'll look to throw.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
It is 3rd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. And they cash it in on 3rd and goal. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. Now, faking the give. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
They'll look to throw yet again. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He's got it at the 7. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he'll take it on in. Has a touchdown. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the visitors make the lead 4. It is 17-13. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Woods. That one is caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. He'll drop to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They bring their tight end right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They put Woods in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Up the middle they go. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That is caught back corner of the end zone for the score. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Man in motion, heading left. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
Great job with the pressure up the middle on 3rd and 1, Mike. When that back has to make someone miss in the backfield, that's all they need to throw off the timing. He's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense holds him to no gain, brings up 4th down.
We're about ready now for the punt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Motion man is the tight end going right. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They bring a tight end in motion left. Handoff here, up the middle. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He's going to run it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
They'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he will fight his way to the end zone for the touchdown. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
No problem there on the extra point. And the visitors will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Pass interference. Defense.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And his guys are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to get back at it. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the... nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They put Woods in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12. That's enough for a first down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They put Woods in motion. Now, faking the give. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
That's just a big-time play by this quarterback on 4th down. You can see he starts first look covered. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, use his legs to pick up the 1st down, and they're still alive.
There's that man again. Another catch.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player, and when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And his guys are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense, no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll look to set up the screen here. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And, yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try to run. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
This team's offense ready to take over once more. They are looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on, as they're going to start this drive 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The throw on the run is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker, and it sets up 4th down. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They put Woods in motion. He'll look to throw. A throw complete to Scott. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll motion their tight end, Scott. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now he'll run it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Sending a receiver right. They'll drop to throw. Catch made. That's Woods. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And just a short pickup there to the 35. Second down and 8. Now a give up the middle. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And time again, Greg, the yards on the ground have been very difficult to come by.
Yeah, and it really goes against conventional wisdom, Mike. You hear so often everyone talk about you run the ball to open up the pass, and really that's not necessarily true. Oftentimes when you're having trouble on the ground, the best way to open things up underneath is by passing the ball, and that could be a variety of ways. Throwing it downfield, screen passes, swing passes. Just get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and open things up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. They'll look to throw again. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he is going to score! A pick six for the touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. We're about ready now for the punt. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. First and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.